So I was looking at your application. It indicated that you are the first person in your family to graduate from high school.
Yes, I am the first person to graduate high school and also continue further her education. From the start, I didn't. I'm just a simple immigrant who just came to the U.S. Based upon the decision from my parents.
Mhm.
So my parents brought me to the U.S., but never thinking about the outcomes in the future of what was gonna happen towards my goals and my career that I want to pursue. Because at first, since a kid, I always want to be a doctor, be
Mhm.
a dentist. Sorry, become a dentist. To where I just continued going my education, and there was an ROP class offered on my sophomore year. I was going to take the ROP class, and I ended up going for to my first class for to be a dental assistant, to have like more hands-on in the idea, to be easier for me to already know some knowledge about the dental field, for
Mhm.
me to prepare myself to be a dental assistant, right? So I went to my RP class, and on my first day, I would never forget the teacher. Before she even started, this is how she started her day. Oh, welcome everybody. I just need to ask those who don't have a social, can you guys stand up? And I end up standing up, like thinking, oh, I don't have a social, so it's all right, like never thinking the outcome of it, to where she was like, okay, so you guys are not allowed to take my class because I'm pretty sure you guys are not either residents or US citizens. Please have your parents to come and pick you up. So I just feel so embarrassed because at the moment I felt like I was the only one who was standing up, because I was one of those students that always sits in front of the class no matter what. I never liked being sitting back to where I don't want no one to see me, right? So, me being in the front of the class, I felt like I was the only one standing, to where I just like decided to like turn around and almost like, okay, thank God I wasn't the only one. Including myself, it was about 5 kids, out of 25 people in her class. To
Wow.
where she said it like front of everybody, and that really like opened my eyes, because since I was a child, when I was like between like 6 or like 13, before I even became a teenager, a lot of my family members have their residency and their kids have their US citizenship and so on, to where they used to look down on me and my brother because we're the only ones that are immigrants in the family. And my sister, she was born in the US. And me just listening to these things before I became a teenager, before that incident happened, I was like, you know what? There's a lot of things that could happen. I am gonna prove them wrong because of my education. Um, just do that, like I was also like a loner child, like because I used to also get bullied here and there. So I would just focus on myself and my studies.
Sounds like you've taken the obstacles that you've encountered and been able to use some of those skills and that experience to become an entrepreneur
Yeah.
and to I mean, because I think that our experiences create truly who we are. And we each are a culmination of all those experiences. And so as I'm listening to your story, it sounds like these are the things that happened and they were challenges for me. But as I'm going through those things, I'm also finding success in other areas. And I wanted to be a dentist and I went to dental school and I did that successfully, but also to help my family and my mother, I was able to find a location and negotiate contracts. So, I mean, your story really is remarkable. It really is. And, I know that you are going through our Bachelor of Science in Business healthcare management. And that's interesting. Tell me a little bit about why you decided that specific degree.
So when I was working at the hospital, I found myself just finding my interest to becoming like healthcare management into that route. Because just a relationship that I also have with two main bosses, Allison and Linda, and how they organize basically, because they were Allison is a CFO, so I had a kind of good relationship with her to where she will give me the inputs of what she does. Like she basically handles everything of like financial counseling, the medical records, and the business billing, to where I'm like, I would like to have all that knowledge. I know I could be more than just a private pay biller.
And so you originally planned to start in August, but you started when, May 1st?
I just started June 1st.
Oh, June 1st. Okay. So tell me, you've been in school for just 2 weeks. What is the one thing has surprised you the most?
The courses, there's a lot of reading, and I understand pretty, like everything is so thorough that I'm like, oh, like you just have to remember what you read, so it's pretty easy. And me, I consider it easy, but I know there's going to be some courses that are going to be difficult.
Well, the interesting thing about you is you were sharing that in high school you really finished early and decided to stay. So this sounds like an ideal program for you because you really are a go-getter. And you really, when you make the decision that you're going to do something, you stick with it, you're persistent. And I think based on what you've shared with me, the fact that this program, competency-based program, allows you to complete your classes, when it makes sense when and where it makes sense for you, but also in an accelerated manner. I think it's going to be wonderful for you. So you applied for a scholarship, and I'm here to tell you that you have been awarded.
No way.
You have been, not only have you been awarded the scholarship, but you've been awarded a $10,000 opportunity grant. So let me know if you can see that, Miriam.
I see it.
So I am so excited for you. When I was reading, I go, oh my gosh, $10,000. That's life-changing. So I am so excited to share that with you, to let you know. And I know this will make a difference in your life and help you, reach your goals, and also to share with your family. I mean, you guys have encountered a lot of challenges, but what a pleasure to be able to tell you that you've been awarded this scholarship. Actually, it's a grant.
No way. It's so hard to believe.
So
oh my God, thank you.
You're so welcome.